The sea is full of natural wonders, but some of the strangest things in it were devised by men, like the two-man submarine that I was testing with my friend Bill Kruger. Strange as the sub was, the way I would soon use it was even stranger. In a cove near San Diego, we were giving the Midget sub a real workout. Bill was developing it to sell to the Navy. He'd done a good job. With its silent electric motor, it could carry two men, equipped with diving lungs, about 15 miles at a fair speed. It still had some flaws. The doors, designed for quick escape in emergencies, were sometimes opened by changes in pressure. And the controls weren't perfect yet. I enjoyed helping Bill, especially as I could see the value of this small craft for surprise attacks and secret missions. Not that I intended to go on any. I figured those days were in the past for me. I thought that we were testing the sub secretly, but I was mistaken.
Yeah, they're about to beach her.
Well, what do you think of her now?
She answers nicely to controls now, but we still got a little work to do on pitch characteristic. I got an idea. We'll get it back to the shop and I'll show you what I mean.
Oh, okay.
Which one is Nelson?
The one with the rope.
Do you think you can get him to do it?
You, not me. I got no part of this. You know, it could cost him his life.
Laszlo is willing to do it.
Well, Laszlo's got his own reasons. I don't think Nelson will go for it. But then you're a very pretty girl.
Men don't do things like this just because a woman smiles at them.
Some do.
Hey, is there somebody up there?
I don't know. Take a look, see. Something I can do for you?
I was on my way down to the beach.
Yeah?
I wanted to...
Get a closer look? I'm sorry, miss. Our equipment we're testing isn't for public demonstration.
I know that, but you are Mike Nelson, aren't you?
Yeah, that's my name.
Mr. Nelson, I need you and your submarine.
Submarine? So, you were watching us, huh? What's your name?
Maria Wenzel.
Do you live around here?
Yes, I stay at Bayside Hotel.
Bayside Hotel. Where's that?
Oh, well, the address is on the door key, somewhere here. Oh, here it is.
Mind if I look at your binoculars?
I guess you got quite a look at our sub, huh?
But I wasn't spying.
Then you wouldn't mind if I kept these for a while, would you?
Why? What for?
For your fingerprints. A federal agent might be interested in this.
Maria.
Who are you?
Federal agent.
Now, why all the mystery? Why didn't you tell me that you were a federal agent?
Oh, she isn't. But there's no official connection between her and me. I just brought her to you as, say, a personal favor.
Why?
Because we have access to privately owned submarine.
Well, what's that got to do with it?
Did you tell him who your father is?
Hey, Mike, is everything all right?
Yeah, okay, Bill. Be with you in a minute.
You see, my father is John Wenzel, the astronomer and mathematician.
John Wenzel? He's more dangerous to this country than the H-bomb.
Suppose he were working for the United States. For this country, I mean.
What do you mean?
Mr. Nelson, I would like that you help my father to escape to this country. That submarine you've been testing would be just ideal for our plane.
Well, what your plan is, Miss Wenzel, but, it seems to me that it's more of a job for your outfit than for me.
Our hands are tied. Our government maintains a supposedly friendly relationship with his country.
Well, I wish you luck, Miss Wenzel, Mr. Rawson. But count me out, huh? Cloak and dagger is not my line. I see.
Oh, Mr. Nelson.
After I left Bill and returned to the Marineland Pier, another surprise was waiting for me on the dock.
Mr. Nelson. Yeah? May I speak to you for a moment? What do you want? What can I do for you?
I should like to consult your profession.
Wait a minute, aren't you, isn't your name Eugene Laszlo? Last year's Nobel Prize winner in physics?
Guilty. Will you join me?
That's my pleasure.
The scientific ship on which Jan Wenzel will be is scheduled to leave Vladivostok midnight, June the 12th. It will proceed so. Down the Sea of Japan into the Pacific, turning immediately to the 40th meridian of latitude here. It will then proceed easterly on the same meridian. On July the 12th, the ship will reach the 180th meridian of longitude here.
What's the mission of this ship?
To track the orbit of the Earth's newest artificial satellite from a certain given position.
It's a spot right here, huh? Where you're going to take Wenzel off the ship.
That'll be our best chance.
It's about 3,000 miles from Japan, about 2,000 from Hawaii. Boy, that's in the middle of nowhere.
Exactly. They will be least suspicious then of an attempt to rescue Wenzel.
Well, there's no doubt about that. Tell me, how accurate is all this information that you have?
Completely accurate. To the last dot.
I believe you gentlemen have met.
Yes, I believe we have.
How are you?
Mr. Ross.
Mr. Rawson has checked my information carefully.
Through our own channels. It's 100% accurate.
Tell me, how do you propose to reach the rendezvous point?
A fishing vessel from Midway Island.
Tell me this. Why a midget submarine? Why not use a rubber landing raft to get from the fishing boat to Wenzel's ship?
Because the ship will be under security. Its radar would reveal the approach of the surface boat.
Well, what about sonar? That'll take a submarine.
In shark-infested waters, their sonar would easily mistake your submarine for a fish.
Well, suppose that you finally do manage to come alongside of this ship. A person can't just go wandering around a hostile ship looking for John Wenzel.
That brings us to how the whole project started.
It started with me.
Miss Wenzel. Hello again.
I'm sorry I went about it in the wrong way. I should have let Professor Lazo approach you first.
Mr. Nelson was just raising the question of how to...
I heard about the ship my father will be on. You see, the naval architect who designed the ship escaped to America 6 months ago. He drew the plan of it from memory for me. Since we know that my father is head of the mission, we know exactly in which cabin he will be and how to reach it. Well, have you told Mr. Nelson about plan?
Everything. But he hasn't said he would help us.
Well, I have no right to urge you, Mr. Nelson, because you'll be risking your life. I can only ask.
There's no money in it. Government can't even give you a medal.
I'll go with you.
No, your life is too valuable.
Not in this cause.
You know, for something like this, I don't think that Bill Kruger would mind if I risked his submarine. I'll do it.
Mr. Nelson, wonderful.
An ocean liner took us the first 2,000 miles of our trip. The sub, with its delicate equipment, had to be watched every minute, especially when we moved it. In Honolulu, we transferred to a smaller vessel.
Keep it coming. Okay, Doc. Good. Easy now. Easy, easy, easy. That's it. Good, good, Doc.
While I checked and rechecked the equipment, I wondered if Maria's information would prove accurate. And even if it did, my chances of success looked slim. But I had made my choice. During the long days at sea, I had plenty of time to memorize the plans of Dr. Wenzel's ship. Finally, we reached our destination, dropped anchor, and could make out our target several miles away, just where we expected it. That evening, we lowered the sub alongside, and our weeks of preparation came to an end. Now everything was up to this strange craft, and to me. For the first few miles, I stayed close to the surface. The sub handled well, but I had no way of knowing if the ship's sonar would detect my approach. I kept my course straight for the ship. When I had come in as close as I thought I could near the surface, I began a deep descent. Came up again right alongside the ship, slipped out of the sub, and quietly swam to the boat. Unfortunately, the moon was bright. It was late at night, and the ship looked deserted. As a cloud covered the moon, I climbed over the rail. There was no one on deck, but the moon was out again, so I had to get below quickly. And thanks to Maria's plans, I knew exactly where to go.
is that? Oh, shh!
I'm from your daughter, Maria. Listen to me. I'm from your daughter, Maria.
My daughter?
Yes.
And my friend reached America? Reached Maria?
Yes, I've come to get you off.
But here in the middle of the Pacific, how can we... How did you?
I'll explain. Now, this is...
And how do I know that you're really from her?
I thought I'd have to prove that. Here.
Oh, yes. Yes, my little baby. I remember. But how did you get on and how are we to get off?
All right, I've got a small submarine tied into the stern. Now, this is what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to breathe through this.
Oh, this is the diving lung. I'm familiar with its principle, but not its use.
Well, I'm going to give you a fast lesson. First, this mask, huh? Put it like this over your nose, huh? All right, you try it. That'll be the best way. Take off your glasses.
Yeah, I'm in your hands.
Right here. Be sure that it fits tight against your face, huh? No, below your nose. So that no water will get into your nose, and so that you'll be able to see. If any water does get in there, press tight, lightly there. That's right, and exhale hard through your nose, like this. That's good. Now that'll bring the water down to the bottom of the mask here. All right, now the mouthpiece here. Let me take this off. But remember, you won't be able to breathe through your nose because you'll have this on all the time, all the way in your mouth, and grip those little things with your teeth. That's it. Now suck in. No, not so fast. Just normally. Just normally. That's right. And never hold your breath.
Suppose water gets into my mouth by accident.
If that happens, blow hard like this through the mouthpiece. That's right. That'll drive it out. Then just continue sucking as you did before. That's all there is to it.
But where's my tank with the air?
It's in the submarine. You think you got it?
I think so. Shall I take off my clothes?
No, you're going to be exposed to the water. This will help keeping your body heat.
Oh, good. Now let's go. One moment.
There's a question here, Wenzel, which I
was about to retire. Can't it wait until
It
morning?
is a simple question. It wouldn't take a minute. Now, I had it here a moment ago. My calculations agreed with yours. So I went over your figures. I knew we couldn't be so far apart in our final results. Now, where is this particular place? It was
let's
somewhere
correct it
here.
in the morning, huh?
No. It is here somewhere. I'll get it. Now, the way you have written this factor, Wenzel, something is leaking.
We're not sinking now. What was it?
But,
It was from the towel. It fell into the sink, and it was dripping. Now, you're absolutely wrong about my making an error.
everybody makes mistakes. Now, look for yourself.
But of course, you are perfectly right. I should have written the angle of declination as plus 906.8.
I caught you for once.
My apologies, Gordon.
I never thought I'll see the day.
I hope this is the last mistake I make on this voyage. Good night, Gordon.
Good night.
And thanks.
Good night.
I shall go first. At each turn, I shall signal whether it's clear.
All right.
I just wanted to ask you.
Give me something to try and gag him with.
Please, let go of him. Please, there are stronger ties than the rope. Let him go. I'm sorry, Gordon, but you surprised us.
But what?
This man has come to spirit me off the ship in a submarine to America.
Incredible.
No, but we were about to go when you came in.
Quickly. I suppose it is credible.
The only question, Gordon, will you let us go peacefully?
Will you take me too?
No, I'm sorry. There's only room for two of us in the boat.
Then, good luck.
Thank you. Thank you.
Perhaps my turn will come too. Good evening.
Hey, Professor.
Do you have a match? Thank you. It's a beautiful night. It's only here, away from the city, one can see the real beauty of nature. And look, when we will be able to travel with the speed of light, it will take us 100,000 years to go from one end of the Milky Way to another.
Yes.
And another thing, when we look at the stars, we look not only into the distance, but back into time.
What's that?
It's the fish.
Seem to come from the stern.
No, it comes from over there. Here, what did I tell you? It's the fish. It is Shayot and Triangulus or Holocontus. They're contus. I have never seen one. Have you?
But I see something down there.
No, it is the fish, you know. The fish. Don't you so? Wait!
Hey, but what's that?
You see, it is the Delphinus dephis, or the common dolphin.
But I heard a splash.
Ah, they are very playful, you know.
Good night, Professor.
Good night.
It took some time to get Dr. Wenzel's diving lung adjusted and for him to get used to it. And we went off as fast as the sub could go. A few hours later, we were alongside another ship. It wasn't very different from the other, but this one meant freedom for Dr. Wenzel.
There's the swabber.
I waited a long time.
Welcome to the West.
Hi, I'm Lloyd Bridges, inviting you to join us for another action-packed story of underwater adventure 1 week from today.